after Kaido received Luffy's Bajrang gun attack. He also changed back to his human form, and when he continued to sink underground, and finally fell into a large magma chamber under Wano, which also turned out to be the case with Big Mom. As a result, several cracks began to form under the Wano Sea. On the other, Yamato catches Luffy as he turns back to normal and passes out, and he praised Luffy and Momonosuke for their actions. Great, you guys, this is indeed amazing. And the narrator said the battle above Onigashima was precisely in the sky of Wano country, won by Luffy. Meanwhile, in the flower capital, the fire festival ended with great fanfare. Tengayama Hitetsu thought back to how the shop made its sky lanterns, and how did he know that Shimatsuki Yasu allowed himself to be rested, even though he knew that he would be killed, because of his role as daimyo in the past. When Deku asked why his father would do something like that, Tatsu replied that he did it to give Wano another chance for the future. If Yasu didn't do that then the fire of hope that has been gathered will be extinguished, where he gave his life to protect Wano's future, and do it all for the sake of Taku's future happiness. Then Taku was seen rewriting his request, and showed it to Hitetsu, where Hitetsu smiled, and said that for a samurai this is the greatest honor. Where is the lantern that originally said, "I want to see you, daddy," turned into "thank you, father," and that hope flew into the night sky Wano, when Nekama Musi saw the sky lantern, where the fire festival lanterns really made her miss this sight. He screamed and declared to everyone in Onigashima that Luffy has defeated Kaido, and Momonosuke stopped Onigashima from crash landing. And although everyone is surprised to learn that Momonosuke is a devil fruit eater, but everyone is happy to know that the war with Bis Pirates is finally over, and they were able to defeat 2 of the Furyenko. On the other, we can see that Usopp took the unconscious Kinemon and Kikunoyo to Chopper for treatment. So did Frankie bring Zoro to him. Meanwhile, outside Wano, Momonosuke tells Zenesha that he has decided not to open Wano's borders, and Zenesha accepted his wish and followed Momonosuke's decision, and will not doubt it anymore. Momo also thanks Zenesha, and coincides with when she feels what she believes. Where the Beast Pirates, however, refuse to believe that Kaido has lost, because they are the crew of a Yonko, and still believe they had the advantage in numbers. Here, looks Frankie really angry and want to fight, but Brook held him back as Yamato stepped forward and told the Beast Pirates that they had all died once. If Onigashima falls like what Kaido wants, and if they are serious about continuing to fight the people who saved them, he would personally attend to it himself. Everyone then began to feel the ground shake, and the Babanuki were informed that there was unusual activity going on at the surface of the sea, where we can see Big Mom's and Kaido's bodies being baked in the lava, and at that time a big eruption occurred under the sea, and Luffy is officially declared the winner. Decisive battle. The people in the flower capital witnessed the explosion and became confused, and when everyone starts to question what really happened, Momonosuke in the form of a dragon appeared before the people, who originally thought he was Kaido. But Momo clarifies that he is not Kaido, and that the eruption is a sign of the end of Kaido's history. He changed back to his human form, as several others emerged from the smoke, including Hiyori in the guise of Komurasaki, for they all thought that he was dead. And then Denjiro, who everyone still thinks of as Kyoshiro. Denjiro tells everyone that the story is very long. But first he wants everyone to meet the new shogun of Wano. All the residents started to get scared by the appearance of the dragon in the flower capital, but the people in the flower capital began to calm down, after realizing that the pink dragon they saw was not Kaido, which is where Komurasaki and Kyoshiro appeared, until the smoke starts to clear, and followed by the appearance of Kinemon, Kawamatsu, Inuarashi, Nekamamushi, Reizo, Shinobu and Kikinoyu, which people know as the 9 Red Scabbards or the Akazaya 9. The citizens were taken by surprise. By this unexpected turn of events, people started requesting to prepare light pictures to transmit this historical development all over Wano, and left everyone shocked by what had happened in the flower capital. Near the accident site Onigashima, Yamato finally met the other Straw Hat members, and while some people are surprised to know that he is the son of Kaido, he convinced them that Yamato was not the enemy, and from now on he will join the Mugiwara members. Usopp and Nami react with shock. Frankie is confused. Brooke and Sanji greeted him happily, and Robin with her laugh, until Jinbei said that he couldn't allow it carelessly, before hearing the captain speak directly. Even though currently Luffy and Zoro are being treated by Chopper, Usopp then asked Hamar, how long does his devil fruit power last? And he reveals that his tamed Sifter will be back to normal after 1 month. He also said that animals can choose what life they like, this saying that he wanted to stay and be by Tama's side. On the other hand, precisely in the transmission of the light image, the Straw Hat crew also saw Momonosuke's shadow starting to step forward, and that's when the Akazaya 9 bowed to him, where Momonosuke also announced to all the people of Wano what had happened. Wano residents are surprised upon discovering that he is Kozuki Oden's son, and Momo keeps screaming, since 20 years have passed since the death of my father, Kozuki Oden. He announced that they are now free from the tyrannical rule of Kaido and Kurozumi Orochi, and they no longer have to pay for clean drinking water. There will not even be slavery anymore, and the factories that polluted their once beautiful land to ruin. Now Tamar is crying into Nami's arms when she remembers Luffy's promise to her, where Luffy will make Wano country. It will definitely be a place where you can eat until you are full every day. Momonosuke tells people that during his voyage, he met a very strong and passionate friend. Together formed an alliance of ninja, pirates, Ming, samurai and invaded Onigashima. To everyone's surprise, Momonosuke announces that Kaido, Orochi and the Beast Pirates have all been defeated. The Wano people cheered, because they were finally free from those criminals. Though Momonosuke was starting to get nervous, he was pushed by Kinemon and announced his name. Then Momonosuke's adult form is finally shown, where he proclaims himself the new shogun of Wano. He asked the Wano people to lend their strength, and together they will restore Wano to its former glory. Everyone was crying by Momonosuke's proclamation, as Momonosuke convinces himself that he will keep his promise to his parents. After that, he hugged his little sister Hiri for a long-awaited hug, and this is the moment of the birth of Kozuki Momonosuke Shogun of Wano country, whose name will echo far and wide in the future.